Off the sauce and I'm geeked up. Don't come with that weak stuff. Marshawn, I'm in beast mode. I'm a G nigga, live the G code. Off the sauce and I'm geeked up. Don't come with that weak stuff. Marshawn, I'm in beast mode. I'm a G nigga, live the G code.
Keep going. Space City Brothers podcast. It is Monday, January the 28th.
Yep. How you feeling, my brother? Oh, you Texas University out today.
Really?
Texas Southern University out, bro.
Last week was terrible. Fucking Saints dude gets murdered in the open field. No pass interference called directly in front of the ref that's looking directly at him.
He was looking directly at him. He was just like, yeah, they didn't want the Saints to win at all.
Looking directly at the dude.
They was trying to hold off a catastrophe. You can't have too many New Orleans niggas and Atlanta niggas in the same room, in the same space. That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, that was it. I was actually gonna if they won, I was gonna get my my godparents like some Saints Nike hoodies. Cause I've been seeing some on like Amazon.
I thought you was gonna say Saints Super Bowl tickets.
Hell no, some Saints Nike hoodies.
Everybody got them. You ain't gonna get no Drew Brees hoodies. I mean Drew Brees jerseys. Them hoes probably.
You can't just wear a jersey on like a random day, like to work and shit. No, you
can, nigga.
Not to work.
That's the whole point. After a game, what you saying?
No, you wear a hoodie. You can wear that hoe anytime that is weather appropriate. Even if you're not trying to match it. You wear a jersey, it's like everything got to cater to the jersey.
Mm.
You get a hoodie, a zip-up hoodie, you wear that hoe at any time. It's more appropriate. And then it's just...
You get one of the generic ones is big with the big,
Nah, it's gonna
what do they call that? What's that shit? What's the little thing called? The little Saints logo called? I don't even know what that's called. Oh, I know there's a Weebelo.
A what?
A Weebelo, some shit. I don't know. It's a Boy Scout term, but it's basically the same symbol.
Saints. Can you drink any louder directly into the mic?
My body's craving water.
What the hell is wrong with you?
My body's craving water.
What is the logo? Let's see.
Oh, man.
Is a simplified fleur de lis.
Fleur de lis, that's what it's called. What is a fleur? Is it a flower? Oh, no. Ain't it like a weapon or something? A spearhead or something?
It's a decorative design or motif. And many of the Catholic saints of France, particularly Saint Joseph, are depicted with a lily.
So it's a flower.
Is a stylized lily that is used as a decorative design or motif.
That is so New Orleans.
But it's like it's a French Catholic like thing.
That's so New Orleans.
Well, it's too late to change it now. They're basically part of the city.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not going to a Super Bowl. Second year in a row, one play has really just like thrown off their whole season. Granted, they still had, just a note, didn't watch a single football game. I've only heard people talk about this on several podcasts.
I didn't watch that game.
But they still had overtime and shit to get it together, but it just took all the wind out their sails. They just couldn't get over it. It ruined them.
Times like that is when you're supposed to really rally. Okay, these refs don't want us to win.
Well, you would need to rally, but it's like it was just so blatantly like the dude was trying to get a pass interference. That's the thing. Like he literally like after he's like, yeah, I was trying to get a pass interference because it was open. It's like, well, he didn't get a pass interference.
And the ref was amazing. He just turned and looked too like a security guard watching people fight or some shit. It's so funny how afterwards everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that was pass interference." No, it's not doing nothing. It's just a bad call. What? How y'all acknowledge it's a bad call and just keep on moving? Yeah, that's a bad call.
Well, that's like the minimum you can. That's like the minimum you have to do now. Like if it was an obvious bad call, you gotta at least acknowledge that it was a bad call. You can't just not.
But it's like everybody's acknowledging it, but nothing's changing. When the referees come out and be like, "Yeah, that was a bad call. My bad."
Yeah, but you can't not say it was a bad call anymore. Like you have to you just have to say that it's a bad call now. It doesn't do anything, but you now have to say it.
It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do.
New Orleans niggas was mad. A guy from my job, a coworker, was talking buku shit. He was just like, "Oh yeah, who gonna stop the receiver? Who gonna stop Breeze?" Had his little hat on and his jersey on, was just talking buku shit. Nigga, first thing he did when he came to the department, when he realized I was at work, he came to the department and just stood in the door, and I just had the biggest laugh. I told the dog, I ain't had no dog in the fight, period. I don't care who wins between the Rams and the fucking Saints. I'm a Patriots fan, first off, and I'm not even a Patriots fan that much. I just like Tom Brady. And he just stood in the door, and when I tell you, I let out the loudest laugh that I could possibly muster in this man's face. It was he couldn't do shit but just stand there. He couldn't do shit but just stand as I just ridiculed his city, his team, and his passion for the game. And he was like, with the pass interference call. I was like, come on now. A nigga stepped on that other nigga head. Like, that's unsportsmanlike conduct completely and utterly unsportsmanlike conduct. The nigga Luke Kane stepped on that man's head. Come on now. Y'all had a couple of missed face masks and stuff. They didn't give y'all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that I can let go of a face mask. And,
face mask.
You can let go because sometimes it may look like it's a face mask. He might just tap his mask, but not necessarily hold on to it. The
replay I saw on like the news before the throw, it's like that was full on face mask.
Yeah,
it was like two. They said it was like 2 penalties before the throw. No, it's not 2 penalties. It was like a penalty, and then one of the linemen looked like he tipped the ball.
Oh yeah,
he had tipped the pass, but it's like.
But still, though, if it's going in that general direction and good,
like the receiver could have made a play, and the defender just like didn't even acknowledge the ball. He just clapped him.
You know, a blitz 2 where you can just take the receiver out of the play completely before he even gets to the ball. It's just basically that. Like the nigga just took him out the play, and he did it in such spectacular fashion. It wasn't like he just got it his way. That nigga trucked son. So they had no kind of balls. The ball wasn't even tinkle.
He just torpedoed him. On the
the ball was still in the air.
On the cool, he almost could have made a play on the ball.
No, he couldn't have. When the nigga hit him, the ball was still in the air.
I'm saying the defender.
Oh, yeah. All he had to do was just turn. If he had just turned around and looked, it would have been pass interference.
He just went for the dude. He could have went for the ball.
He pushed the nigga straight through the foot. Dog. At no point was he even worried about the ball. He was just like, I think this nigga got it. Even if he had it, he was in the end zone. So you just causing yourself more strife. But still, oh man, that was amazing. That had to be the worst call. That had to be one of the worst calls in at least the last 20 years, dog. Hands down.
Yeah, he could. Oh my! I'm looking at the replay. He definitely could have like intercepted that hoe,
bruh.
Well, hold on. That's the side angle.
I thought the ball was like still halfway in the air.
Duh, he could have snatched that hoe.
That's amazing. What do you think is worse, that play or that play with the Falcons where oh boy let the ball bounce off his ankle and son caught it?
I didn't know about that.
You don't remember that? Oh, that was some hot shit.
When was that?
That was the Patriots versus the Falcons in Houston.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No.
Yo, that shit was amazing. That's a 28. That's a 28-3 game.
That was the first. that was the first one that that was the first one that that was the first, because that was the Carpenter year. That was the first one I specifically didn't watch.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch this one. I'm just gonna bet on it.
But like,
I'm gonna bet on it.
But like, just the live tweets of people is just like, holy shit! Like this stuff was crazy.
Patriots might kick the shit out of the Rams.
Who knows anymore?
You're right.
Who knows?
Because they definitely got through it by the skin of their teeth. Both of them teams did. So
nah, they. Well, the Rams did because of just all the controversy, and they just were able to hold on to it.
Yeah.
But the Patriots pretty much
blew them out.
They didn't blow them out, but they pretty much were like in control the whole game.
I don't think the whole game. I know they was down at one point, but that quarterback, oh boy, if he had won that shit, ain't it still his rookie season?
No, he played a game the year before. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
he played a game the year before, so it's not a rookie season.
That's not a rookie season. I thought it was his rookie season, but still, nigga,
it's his first full season.
Your first full season, shit. And you get a Super Bowl Super Bowl shot.
He basically Ben Simmons. Basically. Like Ben Simmons was with the team for a whole year.
Didn't play because of injuries.
Yeah,
that's another question.
And then you get to play, and you've been a professional for a whole year. You coming in at a whole step ahead.
Why we on sports? Let's parlay.
Speaking of the Hobbit.
Okay. All right, 2 questions. Whatever happened to the old boy who fucked his shoulder up and had that terrible fucking free throw shot?
Nobody knows. He's supposed to be being reevaluated like either soon or last week.
That nigga crazy, bruh. That nigga crazy, bruh. Crazy, bruh.
That's Markelle Fultz.
Bruh, that nigga insane, bruh. He didn't think that shit was gonna come back to that nigga.
Hold on. Why do you have so much goddamn pep today?
Because I don't know. I'm actually kind of sad.
You are just a ball of energy today.
No, but I'm just saying that nigga out of his mind, bruh. I think I read on Twitter because it was a journalist who put the whole story together and shit. The nigga was cool, was shooting normal, fucked his shoulder up.
I've seen a conspiracy theory that he fell off a motorcycle.
Yeah,
that shit.
They have I think they have records of that shit or something like that. They have an accurate whatchamacallit of his whereabouts and shit pre fucked up free throw shot.
It kind of makes sense because if he was in Philadelphia, they really love dirt bikes.
Bruh. Definitely fell off a bike.
And he was homeschooled. He didn't actually go to a school. He just played for a school. He was homeschooled.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know.
If you're tall and black and you can play basketball, you can get away with a lot of shit.
It was weird, but he was homeschooled. So he definitely was not out riding dirt bikes and shit. There's no way he was just riding dirt bikes like a neighborhood kid and
not
shit.
Necessarily, nigga. It's Philadelphia, like you said.
No, I'm saying he's not from Philadelphia. I'm saying that he got drafted by Philadelphia. Oh. You play summer league for Philadelphia. You're probably going to be in the city for a while. Hey, some locals.
Get your big ass on this.
Some locals be like, "Hey, you want to ride a dirt bike?" You like, "Fuck it." I got drafted to the league. I've never gotten to ride a dirt bike before. I was probably sheltered. I'm gonna ride a dirt bike and fucking fall and ruin your shoulder.
Ruin your shoulder, bro. Not get it fixed or get it. He got it secretly. He got secret surgery on it. Apparently, the surgery didn't take, or it wasn't good, or he didn't give it enough time to heal. Next thing you know, this nigga has to play a game, and now thinking back to it, that little hesitate move, that's a fucking wince. That nigga fucked his shoulder up, and when he went to release the ball, he winced. That's the reason why you had that extra take. Cause think about it, when you hurt your shoulder, whenever you try to lift up and grab something, you always bring it back. That's what it looked like to me. Whenever you reach up real high, whenever my shoulder's bothering me, when I go to stretch that motherfucker out and grab something, or if I pick it up, like if I do too hard, if I go too hard at work or something, and I hurt it somehow, whenever I go to lift it up, I always bring it back down real quick before I can bring it back up, and that's what it looks like to me. That nigga out his mind, dog. That nigga crazy as fuck. Dog.
He's supposed to be reevaluated soon.
Nigga, talk about I want to trade, I want out the system. No, nigga, because you fucked up. Now you mad at everybody? That nigga shooting coach said, you not finna throw me under the bus. You not finna ruin my life because you fucked your shoulder up. Ain't nobody taught you none of that shit. But it's a new shooting style from my coach. You tried it.
Yeah, boys was tweeting and shit.
But what was the other question I had real quick? What was I finna say? Oh, we gonna talk about AD?
Nah, because it just started. And I haven't looked at that much stuff.
Oh. That nigga crazy too. They already got a conspiracy theory going around too around that.
About Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's funny. Why not? It's Twitter.
There's no conspiracy. He don't want to be on a losing ass team anymore.
Look. They said that LeBron sent Kyrie to Boston and
he
traded.
He didn't send Kyrie anywhere. Kyrie was tired.
He sent Kyrie.
His son did the shit.
No, he said he sent Kyrie to Boston, and then for some whatever fucking reason, and then he went to LA and he waited for Anthony Davis' contract to end to be out, and that way you can acquire him now, and then when the off season roll around, you can get Kyrie to the Lakers. That way they gonna make the big three: AD, LeBron, and Kyrie. Which
because Kyrie could have just signed.
Kyrie, no,
like he can't.
Kyrie hate his team too.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
That's what somebody said on Twitter. Yo, is that white boy that bad?
That's dumb.
Is a white boy that bad?
What white boy?
On the Celtics.
Gordon Hayward?
Yeah, Gordon Hayward. They said he was trash.
That nigga ankle was turned the wrong way. Like, you can't expect him to be ready already. Like, I didn't even... If you listen to the Hoop Swag, I didn't think he was going to be ready this year. I was very sure he wasn't.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to come from... It's going to be like 2 or 3 years. Like, Paul George last year wasn't an MVP candidate. Like,
no.
And he broke his leg years ago. So,
yeah. This
is what? Like, the 4th year out of that shit?
Who, for
Paul?
PG?
This is like the 4th year.
Yeah. He's still not 100%.
Nah, he's good now. That's why he's playing so well. Like, he's just a whole different... I mean, granted, his situation changed, but it's like... Bro,
that nigga wanted to stay with Westbrook.
You feeling better now. It's like you able to trust it, and you got your legs under you. So no, that's a dumb conspiracy theory. That's just dumb. I'm sure that shit out. That was dumb. That's garbage. I fucking was watching Bruce Lee movies, and there's 2 things that you have to just accept when watching Bruce Lee movies. One, the plot is going to be so very convoluted.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Fucking Fist of Fury.
I don't know any plot to any
Okay,
Bruce
this is
Lee
Fist of
movies.
Fury. You've seen Jet Li Fearless, right? Jet Li's Fearless.
No.
Are you serious?
I've never seen Jet Li's Fearless. I don't think if I have, I don't remember the plot.
That's one of the dopest movies. Okay, he's this dude named Hu Yun-ja, and he was like one of the best... he was like one of the best martial artists in China in like the early 1900s. And then
wait, is this Fearless or is this
This is Fearless.
Okay.
Cuz that was an actual guy. So he like started a school, and then it was like at the time it got into the time where like Japan was occupying China and shit.
Which all that movies is based around.
Yeah, a lot of it. Japan. Apparently, the Japanese were just some assholes.
Yeah, they don't like
just all the movies.
Not the Japanese, it's the British.
In all the movies that there's a Japanese person in a kung fu movie, they are just a wild asshole. And so,
which is kind of funny when you think about how like they're supposed to be the same type of people, and not in the sense of like they're the same people, but like the story is an ancient legend that Japan and China were one country, and then they separated for some reason. Like one country went this way and they called themselves the Dragon Clan, and the other country went that way and called them. But they're all like supposedly like the same. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a fairy tale. So I'm just gonna ignore that you said that entirely and continue. And so he decides he like does like a showcase. He does like a showcase where he was gonna fight like a wrestler, like all these other like European martial artists, and he's poisoned. They poison him and he dies there. He had already beat 2 of them like back to back. They weren't even seen this movie. They weren't even good. You have to have seen it. That movie was so good. And he was fighting them back to back to back. Like it's 3-on-1, but he's whooping their ass just because he's that much better.
Wait, was one of the dudes a white boy?
All 3
a white boy boxer?
All 3 of them were white.
And he had like the slick back hair and he was a kickboxer, or was he a regular boxer?
I don't remember.
Is that movie? Wait, have I seen this movie before?
You probably had. It's Jet Li with a long ponytail and then like the half shaven head that they were doing. Oh well,
sound familiar.
You probably seen it though.
I probably seen it.
And, so in Fist of Fury, Bruce Lee is one of his students, and he had came back to the city to marry a girl. And when he gets there, he finds out he gets there like right before the funeral, so he finds out his master's dead. He was one of the students, and then so he goes crazy at the funeral. Like he was like yelling. He was like they were throwing dirt on the coffin. He's like trying to shovel the dirt off the coffin and shit. Like he just lost it. And then so like some Japanese dudes come and they start fucking with the Chinese students and like challenging them. And the dude who ends up inheriting the school, he's like, nah, y'all chill, we can't do, y'all chill. And so Bruce Lee was like, oh, they brought a sign that says like the Chinese are weak men and shit. And so Bruce Lee takes the sign back to the Japanese dojo, whoops everybody there. I don't think he killed anybody. Oh, no. Well, he just whoops everybody there. So then they get mad and like he goes somewhere else after that, and he like beats up some dudes at like a park or something, or like a government building.
Just beating the shit out of niggas.
The nigga was just upset. But he just resorted to like fighting people. So then while he's gone, the rest of the people from Japanese school go to his school and start like this big fight and shit, and like they punching out women and shit. So it turns into a thing. Then it's like oh, this is some messed up shit. Like you done escalated this now. So then he ends up hearing 2 dudes talking, and it's 2 dudes that like in the school, but they were actually Japanese dudes. And he overhears them talking about how they poisoned his master. So he murders them, granted with his bare hands. He murders both of them, and then he like hangs them from light poles. Not like lynching hanging, but like he puts a rope around their torso. So he just leaves, hangs 2 dead bodies. So now he's wanted.
I didn't know it was him. How the fuck did they know it was him?
I think I don't remember because it was last weekend. I think like he's hiding out in the cemetery at his master's grave. I think when his girl came and found him there, that he told her, and then she goes back and he's like, well, tell him I did this. And so like now the Japanese are like trying to put the pressure on to have him found and shit, like by the police and shit. And then he's doing something else, and he like infiltrates, he like sneaks into the school, and he like basically kidnaps one of the other Japanese guys. No, it was like their translator, their Chinese translator. And then I think they like, or he overhears them. Oh, he sneaks into the school acting like a telephone operator. He like cut the phone line, and then he like overhears them saying that they need to like do something about the Chinese school. So he basically kidnapped the interpreter, and then he asked the interpreter something about like why did they kill his master or something like that, and then he kills him. So then the dudes from the Japanese school are like, we gotta just handle these dudes. We gotta just kill everybody. Yeah, we gotta just kill all of them. If we kill all of them, then nobody will be able to say that we did it.
Yeah.
And so they like, fuck it, we gonna do it. So they leave. He immediately, right after they leave, shows up at the Japanese school and beats up everybody. And then he get back to the Chinese school and it's just bodies laying out and shit. Cause they got ran up on with like swords and shit. So it's just everybody's either beat up or dead by the time he get back to the school. And he's been wanted this whole time. So then he goes to the police. It's like, if I turn myself in, will you stop this investigation, leave the school alone? And the guy's like, yeah, I give you my word. And then when he leaves, there's like a firing squad waiting for him outside the building.
So that he basically just got murked for no reason.
I mean, he got murdered for a reason. He's killed like at least 6 people.
I mean, but like he did all that and didn't even avenge nothing.
Technically, no, because he just caused, even while he was actually getting his revenge, he was causing more problems. If he was either at the school or where they could find him, then he could have just defended the school. But he trying to exact revenge and murder people with his people with his bare hands, and he got all these other people caught up.
That's a somber. What is it? You
that's Fist of Fury.
What does that mean, Bruce? Don't seek revenge? Is that what you trying to tell me? Or
I don't know.
Kill certain niggas and then not seek revenge
that was
at the last second and then get murked?
And then Enter the Dragon. That was like that's like a classic.
Everybody knows Enter the Dragon.
That's a classic. But if you really think about it, it's like the dude is having a kung fu a martial arts tournament on his own island, and like the government can't reach him because only part of his island is in their water. So they're sending him to find whatever radio tower to let them know to come to the island to try to apprehend him.
But you know where the island is.
That
doesn't make any sense.
It's like, what? I still don't understand. I have to watch it again and like read something, because it doesn't make sense to me why they needed to send him, unless they just needed somebody who could like probably win the freaking martial arts tournament or whatever. Like,
it would have been better if they just sent in a mercenary to go kill him and bring him to, or kidnap him and bring him to the shore,
or just send one of their actual agents to do it. I don't know why you're trying to enlist a freaking a kung fu master to let you to like do a freaking recon mission for you, and it's like they were like, we had an agent there, but we haven't been hearing anything. But it's like, why don't you send another? No, it was a chick, and he meets up with the chick there, and she's like telling him about stuff, but she was like, I can't see much because we can only stay in the area until we're summoned. But it's like, what? I don't understand why he was sent there. And then, like,
what do you expect? This movie's from like the 1960s.
Well, the 70s.
70s. There was no point to the plot.
The plots are so convoluted. And Bruce, I'm gonna be real, terrible actor. Terrible actor.
Look.
His facial expressions are almost never appropriate. If it's not a scowl, if it's not a scowl, or if it's not a scowl or just like a blank stare, his face was never appropriate. It was like, what the
my nigga that wasn't his strong point. My nigga was his strong point was serving hands, and that was it.
His strong point was serving hands, kicking ass, and looking intimidating. But when he had to hold a conversation and shit, or he had to like show emotion, it's like, god damn, my nigga.
All the kung fu dudes were kind of terrible. I'm talking into the mic. All the dudes were kind of terrible actors when you think about it.
No,
a lot of them were pretty bad.
There's movies I've seen that I liked, but like the plots are like very Chinese specific, where you have to just like understand how something works to get it.
Yeah.
And there's movies I've seen like the Eight Masters. I love that movie. The movie's like watchable, but like I watched 3 Bruce Lee movies, and the whole time I was like, god damn, like this nigga is not.
This nigga's not
does
good.
not know how to emote the proper emotion, except for like his iconic scenes, like where he's like, one was like,
where he doesn't say shit.
Yeah, one was like, you're not wearing the right. It's like, you're not wearing the uniform, and then he just stares at him, and dude's just like, you know what? Okay, I'm just going. Right. It's like, okay, that was good.
That's not even my point.
And then I can't remember. You know, I can't remember what the movies are called because they like the Chinese version, the English version, the one where he goes to like visit his cousins in Italy and shit with Chuck Norris, where he like threatens the gang leader and shit. Just with no words, he's just like cracking his knuckles in front of him and shit, just by balling his fist. Like that was a great scene. But it's like if he just had to be a normal person, shit was terrible, fam. Like even like the iconic scene at the beginning of Enter the Dragon where he's like telling the kid what to do. It's like, bro, like that's not how you talk to people. You're not really getting the point across. You're just saying words.
Bro,
terrible actor.
I was watching this one movie with Donnie Yen, and it's like Donnie Yen's a pretty good actor, but the plot was just so bad.
Yeah,
it was just awful.
Kung Fu movies have some of the weirdest plots sometimes.
The nigga who came from another country to. I don't know what the fuck he was even in the country for. Him and some other dudes was in the country, and they have like this channel of people or whatever, and his group is fighting police officers, and he's the only real fighter amongst them. The rest of them niggas just kind of just flail about until they hit something or somebody, and they get thrown in prison. But the detective of the prison is one of their people, so they call him brother and uncles and stuff like that. And then I don't know. I didn't know if the dude was crooked or if he was straight. I couldn't figure it out. Like, who was I supposed to be rooting for in this movie? And then Donnie Yen's people, they get out, but they become like the dudes enforcers. And I don't know if they were slanging drugs, but it was so weird, bro. I couldn't figure it out. I don't know if they were slanging drugs or if they were just like enforcers or some shit like that. But then the nigga tries to bring his family over, and his family ends up getting murdered not murdered, but he tried to immigrate his family over. But they were on a shipping boat, and the boat got stopped in the harbor, and the people had to get out of the boat, and his wife and kids somehow end up drowning. So I was like, okay, I ain't see that shit coming. And then halfway through the movie, he gets his leg like shot, so now he has a limp, and he's not doing kung fu anymore. And they meet up with some. I was like, bro. At one point, I just turned the movie off. I was like, I don't even want to see this shit no more. This story. Once he got shot in the leg, I was like, what's my incentive to keep watching the movie?
Fam, the fucking what's the movie? I don't remember. I think we watched this. It was either when I was in elementary school going to camp or high school going to camp. It's Twin Warriors, where it's like two dudes. It's like two dudes were like Shaolin monks, but then they were like always like competing with each other, and like they ended up getting kicked out of the temple, and then they go to the town, and there's like an army, and one of them joins the army, but the other ends up like going with like a kung fu school or something, or just like meeting a girl, and then the one tries to go meet the other to like get him out of it, and they end up fighting, and then he basically destroys them. And so like the dude's like just bandaged up and like sliced up, and then he like learns Tai Chi and shit, and then he goes back and just like whoops him and shit. It's like, what? I was just left to. And then even the Eight Masters, the plot is not even that,
bro. Doesn't hold up. Good.
The Eight Masters is like the dude's dad was murdered by the Eight Masters. It was basically like a kung fu gang, and they just run shit. His dad was murdered, so his uncle tries to save. His uncle takes him to a Shaolin temple, but he gets killed on his way there, or like right at the temple. So then the dude grows up as a monk, and he passes like all the final tests, but they won't let him be a monk because they sense that he still has like this great, like this big thing hanging over him, because he's like, he doesn't know where his mom or sister is at. So then he goes to find them. He finds his mother. He goes live with his mother. But the fucking eight masters, the eight masters keep jumping him and shit. I guess to get revenge. I think his dad had killed a guy of him, and they kept trying to. So, but the thing is like the last words from his Shaolin master was like, keep the peace, forgive offense, and have patience, something like that. I haven't seen it in a while. It's off Netflix. So basically he's like, okay, I'm gonna be a pacifist. I'm just not gonna fight anybody. And they just attack him like 4 times and just beat the shit out of him. Like 4 different times. And he just wouldn't fight. He would just be getting his ass whooped. And then finally his mom like kills herself by like banging her head against something. She just kills herself.
That's
and he's
not a
like,
thing you can do. That's not a thing you can do.
She's like banging her head against something. And
you don't just keep banging your head until you die, nigga.
Bro, that's what she does.
That's not a thing. You bang your head up until you pass the fuck out.
She was tired of them attacks, so she kills herself. So then he's like, fuck it, I'm whooping all their asses.
What did they have to do with it?
Like, no, because they kept jumping her. I guess she was tired of them being attacked because of him. So she just kills herself. So he's like, okay, I'm taking them all down. So he fights them all like basically on the same day.
Oh wow!
So he fights 8 people, but he's better than all of them. He's whooping their ass, but it's like anytime he gets sliced or cut, it's like okay. But then he goes on, he just immediately fights. So he fights all of them in like an 8-hour span. It's just one by one. So he gets to the last guy, and the guy's like in the whole temple. He's already cut up because one dude had like a metal claw hand and was just like digging into him. Then he has to fight. He basically has to murder like at least 8 more people because he has to fight like 4 group. He has to fight 2 groups of 4 with like one group was wearing all black and they were just like fighting. He just basically does like fucking chakra palm shit, and then exploding
heart technique.
The second group all had knives, so he's like fighting a group of 4 with knives. Then he has to fight the master and shit. It's like okay, y'all could have just had him. This could have been like his final test or some shit, but it's like his mother has to kill himself, and then in the end he just like abandoned
not doing killing herself,
and then in the end he like just abandons his sister. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna be a monk now. I'm done here.
Oh my god!
Those plots, sometimes
shit sounds terrible.
Shit, there's a Jet Li one where it's like I have no idea. I think he had to like he was a monk, but then he was supposed to marry a chick, but he had to like compete for the marriage or something like that. Or it was like she was a princess, and there was like a competition where you had to like gather flowers and climb.
30 minutes of just talking about terrible Chinese.
You had to like gather flowers and like climb a tower to get her, and then climb down or some shit. And then like I think she wanted to elope with him, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm doing it." And then like I think like the other prince rivals like attacked them or some shit.
So what's the point of having a competition if you're just going to attack me in the first place?
Well, I guess they were mad that they lost, so they're like,
"Well, so fuck it, I'm just gonna attack the nigga and take her anyway."
Yeah,
you could have did that shit a long time ago. Oh man, Chinese movies. If it wasn't for the fighting,
yeah, some of them the plot is very
even some American ones. You kind of like,
nigga, the fucking the modern ninja movies where it's a white dude that's the ninja.
Oh my god,
I hate them hoes. This is just this dude with no range as a white dude that's a ninja shit.
Because he learned from some Chinese man that came over here from.
And then in the second movie, he left the dojo or whatever.
So there's 2.
There's at least 3. I know. I watched this. I watched the first and the second one. The second, I think the first one was like have you seen Ninja Assassin, right?
Yeah.
You remember how like
that movie had a terrible plot too. The movie had an awful plot.
So you know how it's always like if they're from like the same clan or the same group, it's like one dude of the group was like the asshole of them.
Yeah.
So in the ninja movie, it was like that dude went rogue and just became a murderer, and they were trying to stop him. But then in the second one, he had like left and he went to like China or something. He was trying to meet up with like another dude who was from the school, and he was like trying to stop like a big like gang that was like harassing the village, and then he finds out that the dude that was his friend is actually like the ringleader
and shit. Get the fuck.
And that plot was bad.
Just oh my god.
At least Ninja Assassin was watchable.
For the fucking fighting and shit. If you actually try to pay attention to the story, it's just like,
what is the story of Ninja Assassin? Okay, I'm gonna go off the top. So Ninja Clan, he was supposed to. Oh, the girl that he was in love with.
Yeah.
She failed a mission.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to kill her.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't kill her. So the asshole dude kills her.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to leave. Yeah. He was like, "Fuck this, I'm out." Sorry. And then the
no. They tried to leave. No, she tried to leave.
Yes. Yeah. No, they both tried to leave. They both tried to leave, and then they killed her in front of him.
Yeah.
And then
after she had failed the mission.
Yeah.
Then they both tried to leave, and then she couldn't kill somebody. She didn't want to kill somebody.
That I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember them trying to leave.
Kill her,
and they got
didn't
captured.
Want to kill.
And they got captured, and then I
gotta go watch that movie. The fight season, that movie was hard, bro.
That shit was
the one in the bathroom with the white boy.
They killed her. So then he was tired of the master. So he attacks the master, and then they tried to kill him, and then that's when he basically escapes. He like falls off a building. And then they were going rogue.
Wait.
And the Interpol was trying to investigate, and they like cross paths, and then he saves her.
Wait, was Ninja Assassins about the League of Shadows?
No.
yeah, because they all wore black. They was led by one dude who was kind of immoral.
No, he wasn't immortal.
He was kind of immortal. That nigga was old as shit.
He just knew how to heal himself, like on the spot. He wasn't Raza. First of all, Raza Ghul is not even Japanese. These are actual ninjas.
No, I'm just saying it's kind of like League of Shadow-ish.
No, because there wasn't like a pool of life. It was just that he could heal from like being stabbed, or like that was his point. Like if you reach like the ultimate power, he sliced his arm, he sliced his hand, and then healed it. It's not like he's immortal. It was just that, like,
Raza Ghul's not a mortal eater, but he can heal himself with the Lazarus pool.
Yeah, but you have to have it. He just like got dibs on the Lazarus pool. Like he found it and built his
whole kingdom around
his compound. Shit. He was the leader was just like he was just the best ninja. Granted, he was the oldest.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the plot.
Yeah,
I don't remember how. What's her name ended up with the ninja. I think it was like everybody. I think she was like investigate. I think she was like the only person who like believed
supposed to be
in them.
Ghost or some shit.
I think it was like she was the only person who believed in them, and then she was trying to like follow the trail, and then Rise Up was like, "Fuck it, I gotta just end this shit." And then they ended up crossing paths, and then he kept having to save her.
Yeah, I remember when she got stabbed,
but her heart was on the wrong side.
Get the fuck out of here. The old man explained that shit in the verse half. He stabbed me too, but I was born with my heart on the right side. Word.
Terrible Japanese accent.
Word.
You should probably not do that.
I don't even know what accent that was.
Yeah, you should probably not do that. Yeah, that was pretty convoluted. It wasn't too bad, but it was still bad. But that's a great movie. That you know what? That was one of the iconic movies of our youths, Ninja Assassin. That was like the best. That was like the best action movie behind Kill Bill.
Speak for yourself. There's plenty of other movies you can watch.
What other action movie did
Rush Hour.
That's a
Rush Hour, nigga.
That's not an action. That's a comedy.
About?
That's a
what
comedy.
What are you talking about? They had a whole fight scene in the massage tie parlor.
That's a comedy first. You went for Chris Tucker and you stayed for the action. Ninja Assassin was like, give me a Mountain Dew, let's go.
Oh man.
We haven't even gotten to like all the other shit.
We just spent almost an hour on just talking about Japanese and Chinese action films and how terrible the acting and plot lines.
Speaking of,
look, that's not even just like most. Even when I think about most Chinese films, I'm like the acting be terrible. Even animes and shit. The dialogue be. I swear it's hard for me to like watch anime sometimes because the action will be good, but the dialogue will just be like, oh my god, shut the fuck up.
It's like trying to translate the dialogue, but it's not 1-to-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm making this up back. Even on subtitles, still it'd be like, what are you? When they start getting into that, I will be the best. I'm the best ever, and I'll be like, dog, shut the fuck up.
But all that shit's for children to begin with.
True.
It's not for adults.
Well, you can't blow a nigga head off and then be like, oh, this is for kids. No, that don't work like that.
No, it's for the youth.
No, you can't have a nigga whose power is
It's for like teenagers and shit. It's not for adults. It's not for somebody. It's not for no goddamn 30-year-old.
You can't have a nigga whose power is to cut a nigga and then drink his blood. He can control or paralyze him.
Yeah, but see,
I don't know how that works.
No, but see, their bar of like appropriateness is way different than ours.
True.
And
they
then
are a lot more mature than we are.
A lot of their stuff is like made to be able to cross over to here. And you know, we like gore and shit, fucking gore porn. So then they're like, well, fuck it, we gotta make gore porn and we're gonna be famous for this manga turned anime and shit. So you gotta have the gore porn. But speaking of action movies and convoluted plots, I've never understood what the hell's going on in Chronicles of Riddick.
I never wanted to watch that stupid shit.
I've watched 3 of them and I have no idea. I've definitely seen them.
See,
I have no idea what
Chronicles of Riddick ain't shit if the niggas don't. If you don't like, if they not still quoting this shit to this day, that is a terrible fucking series.
I don't understand what the hell is going on in that shit. I just know that the nigga was extra strong.
Yeah,
and he wore shades because he had gray. His eyes were all gray. He could see in the dark.
Ain't that what everybody wore shades? Some shit about the sun not being there, or
I have no idea,
bro. All the thing I remember is,
and I remember they were monsters.
Yeah, I remember him talking about. I remember one scene where the nigga was just like, "You can't see me. You something. I'm in the dark. You can't see in the dark, but I can." And he just walks into a shadow or some shit. That's back when people was like actively looking for Vin Diesel.
You know, just action movies are bad in general. That's not really an action movie that makes sense. That's why we should watch like all the Schwarzenegger movies, like all the iconic Schwarzenegger movies.
No, I refuse.
We need.
I'm not gonna put myself through that. No, I'm not
There's
gonna put myself
movies.
through that. No, I'm not gonna put myself through that. Other than Terminator and
Predator.
Other than Predator.
Total Recall.
Nigga couldn't even speak English in both of those. His English was very limited.
Not great, but still.
They were very limited. At fucking Terminator, he couldn't speak English at all.
Yeah,
they had to tell him no, he couldn't.
Yeah, he could.
They had to tell him lines.
Yeah, but that's all you needed. The nigga didn't need to have no fucking conversation. He was just walking up to shoot people in the chest. I don't need that shit.
Conan the Barbarian, he couldn't speak at all.
You know, I've tried to watch that. Can't watch it.
No, it's terrible, dog.
I definitely did watch it. There was like some. It was like a IFC or some shit. It was just having like a Schwarzenegger like marathon, and I watched Conan. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's just half naked Schwarzenegger, half naked women. I think there was a black person.
I think there was a black person. We don't have it that anymore.
Well, see, the 80s, they just wanted like just muscular dudes.
Muscular dudes
with like with charisma.
Who
so you got Stallone and Schwarzenegger. You got just gigantic physiques and shit.
The sports is war. He talks like this. You can't understand him, but you know he's swole. And Ronald Reagan needed somebody to push his propaganda against Russia.
Yep, Ivan Drago.
I wonder what's the Russian equivalent of Rocky. Like there has to be one where Drago just murders Rocky. I refuse to believe that Russia saw this shit and was like, Let's root for Rocky.
Well, maybe
no, they had one where Drago just completely destroys Rocky.
I've never really heard of like a Russian cinema market, so maybe they made 4 Dragos.
Drago 1, Drago 2, Drago 3, Drago 4. He kills.
Matter of fact, is Dolph Lundgren like even Russian? How you spell Dolph Lundgren?
I don't fucking know.
I'm just gonna spell it like dolphin.
It sounds maybe Swedish.
Yeah, he's Swedish.
Yeah,
he ain't even Russian. He
dies.
We didn't even bother getting a Russian to do it. It's fucking Swedish.
You think a Russian's gonna be like, oh yeah, let me be the guy who gets his ass beat by an American during the Cold War era, and then try to go back home to my home country? No, I'm not gonna be that motherfucker. I'm not crazy. You definitely getting murked by the Russian mafia.
And then lose. They got these pictures in Google Images where it's like, I feel like these are photoshops, but it's like basically his arms are flat and he just got like a wide chest.
Yeah, that sounds like Photoshop. Or just be.
Yeah, I think those are Photoshop. Because, like, there's other pictures where he's old and he still got the arms. He just got some belly fat.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty funny.
I still haven't seen Creed 2.
I haven't either. I kind of don't want to watch it. Just for the story plot. Ryan Coogler out here.
The thing is, Bill Simmons and Cousin Sal already ruined it.
Oh, they have? I haven't heard nothing from it.
They complained about it on like one of the Sunday shows and shit. They complained about it. I was like, well, great. Y'all just spoiled the movie for me. Just fucking spoiled it.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was wondering this. Can The Rock play basketball? Because he played football at Miami.
Nah, Rock look
like he hoop?
Rock look like he
I wonder if he can hoop. I've never seen him with a basketball.
He look like he hoop like strong niggas hoop, like just real aggressive. Like all he want to do is rush the paint and then try to get a layup. Fucking,
you know what's funny? There was a giant dude at TSU who's just like that. His name was Femi. The dude was fucking huge. Like he built like a fucking 80s dude. And when I was a freshman, there's like this basketball tournament when me and some other freshmen did, my roommates, and that was like the first team we played. And it was like him. And then I don't even remember who the other people on the team. And we just like, they just kept throwing it to him because he's a giant dude. We just swarmed him and he couldn't get nothing off. And then we would just run down and get a layup. We ran that tournament. I remember it was like, he played exactly like that. Just get as close to the rim, throw the ball to him. Throw the ball up. And get it up. But it was like,
nigga has no finesse about to get. Yeah, because certain positions
didn't have touch.
Yeah, certain positions can't play.
He's not a natural hooper, so it's like we just swarmed him, got the miss, and then just ran it down.
Or just get somebody in the paint to stop his only way, which is either whatever hand he is dominant with. Stop that.
I was looking up. Oh yeah, The Rock basketball.
No, but certain positions can't play basketball, like linemen and linebackers. Oh, they're terrible at basketball. Receivers might be good. Quarterbacks are probably ass.
I can't find nothing about hooping.
Cornerbacks, safeties, and receivers are probably decent, but everybody else on the field is just terrible. They just play like strong niggas. Just they threes be extra powerful and shit. They always hit the backboard with every shot. Like damn near take the shit off the fucking.
I would think cornerbacks and safeties could hoop because you're basically like a guard.
Cornerback, safeties, and receivers can hoop.
Yeah,
because they got like.
I've seen some. There's a couple. Well, I remember one big dude at TSU could like hoop, like, but he was nimble and shit. Like he was moving.
Well, it depends. Like maybe D ends, but like not the bigger D ends, the smaller D ends.
Okay, so he might have been a D end.
Yeah, D ends small. D ends are normally smaller because so they can get around the offensive lineman faster.
Yeah, I can't find.
You have your bitch a big man in the middle.
I can't find anything on the Rock hooping. Also, can Odell Beckham actually hoop?
I think Odell Beckham's good enough to play any sport. He can go pro in pretty much anything, honestly.
Let's see, Odell.
Baseball, basketball.
Playing basketball. I've seen one where he was just like dunking, but like, can he just hoop?
Yeah, I think he can hoop. Odell, some people are just athletic, and I think that's Odell Beckham. He's just, every once in a while, you get somebody comes along that's just athletic. And he's one of those dudes that's just like athletic.
Yeah, this is just the video of him dunking.
Yeah. Drake can't hoop.
No, Drake can't hoop. Drake is trash. Drake just wants to shoot and not play D.
And not play D. So he's James Harden. He's Carmelo in the early 2000s.
No, he's Carmelo now.
He's Carmelo, period. He's Carmelo once he left fucking... who was he with?
I'm trying to find
the Nuggets.
I'm trying to scroll through the video to find Odell doing something. I'm not even gonna try anymore. Stop hitting the mic, goddammit.
Can you hear when I hit the mic?
Yes.
You can?
Yes. The White House. We can't let this fly. We can't let this fly. Here's the thing. I watched the Rooster Teeth podcast, and it was 3 40-year-old white men being annoyed that people were upset about it. Here's my thing, and it's like white people keep being like, "Oh, I wouldn't care if you got that."
Because you're shitty people who never accomplish anything in your life.
It's like they're college ass. Like, no, if you first of all, if you get invited to the White House,
there's a certain level of
there's a certain level of like elegance that needs to be out of the fucking president.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's not even hot McDonald's. It's like it's fries sitting out and shit. So it's not even like it's hot food.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like gourmet McDonald's. Like Chef Mike is making it himself. It's like, bro, you just went and got like 3 days. You just bought like all the fast food you could get.
They got dressed up for that shit.
Yeah, they
got dressed up. People don't realize they got dressed up.
They got dressed up and went all the way to the White House.
In shit. In suits and ties and fucking
here's the thing,
sweaters.
We're not like, we can be concerned about multiple things. Like, yeah, the government was shut down. We can be concerned about the shutdown and the fact that the whole president bought college champions fucking McDonald's.
Let's start right there. These niggas is college football players from a top level athletic program
who are literally just won the whole thing. They were the best team in college football. Let's not
even get that far into it. Let's stop at the fact that they are a top level athletes from a profession from a top college football team. Do you know the type of diets them niggas have? Them niggas are not out there just scarfing down burgers and eating ramen noodles and shit, nigga. Them niggas got dietitians on deck. These niggas is professional athletes, but without the pay, basically. You know what I'm saying? They have a strict code that they can't just be out here scarfing down, you know what I'm saying, cheeseburgers on a fucking Wednesday afternoon or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And also, you didn't even buy the good fast food. Like, McDonald's is garbage.
McDonald's is garbage.
Dog, I went to McDonald's after work because I went early and I tried to make it to church.
Yeah.
After, and so I only did like 3 hours. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop by McDonald's on the way. I just want breakfast sandwiches, and McDonald's was between me and the way to church. So I was like, fuck it, it's right there. I'm stop by, get some breakfast, whatever, bro. I didn't eat another thing for the rest of the day. Like, that shit was just rocked up. I didn't eat another thing. I just had to lay down until like 6.
Dog, bro, what's even more crazy is like, oh yeah, I pulled this money out of my pocket and pay for y'all. So you pull money out of your pocket to pay for fucking McDonald's instead of just having somebody cater them?
Here's the thing, the nigga got luxurious hotels and shit, and you can't get that hoe catered. You can't get a chef.
What are you even talking about? That doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any sense, bruh.
That's the thing. It's
that
like,
makes no sense.
You brag your ass off about your fucking hotels and the chefs you got, but then
I got money and shit.
You serve McDonald's.
You serve McDonald's. How you pull money out of your pocket to serve these kids McDonald's, nigga?
This is garbage,
bruh. That doesn't make any sense. The money that you used to buy them kids McDonald's, you could have easily found somebody to cater food in DC of all places. Somebody probably would have catered food for free if it meant a shout out from the president of the United States of America.
Just to be in that hoe.
Just this is shit I be talking about, because people be like, oh, this man is a president, he's to be respected. No,
fuck him.
No, I'm mad at Rooster Teeth for going along with that. Oh, I would love to eat McDonald's, because you're a shitty person.
Also, you're a 40-year-old white dude.
Yeah, you're a shitty person. I love to eat McDonald's and Wendy's and word. You get invited to the White House and they give you a fucking hamburger, and you're just gonna be excited about getting some shit that you can buy yourself. You're gonna be excited about getting a quarter pounder.
I'm not going all the way to the fucking White House that I probably don't want to go to in the first place, because the president is a jackass, and then I gotta eat McDonald's.
I gotta eat fucking McDonald's. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
That was sucketh.
Are you out of their minds?
Yeah, that shit made me real annoyed. It's like, really? Like that's where you're gonna stick your flag? Like, no, you need to just keep it moving.
Keep it moving, bruh.
You can't be a 40-year-old white dude passing judgment
on a bunch of black kids. why they more grateful. First of all, the team never said shit. They still haven't said shit. They just took whatever they got and they went on. Everybody else was like, yeah, nah, this not right. You wanted some people to come up there so bad, and when somebody actually decides they want to bring their ass up there, you give them McDonald's.
Like, that's not encouraging anybody else to bother to go up there.
Nah, if it wasn't like, if anything, if I was forced to take my ass up to McDonald's, up to fucking White House, at least I would want to get a good meal out of it. I would want to try some shit that I never had before from on the place that George Washington fucking had at the first presidential meeting of his cabinet or some shit.
Or at least give them some DC food.
Bruh. What was the point? You wasted everybody's time with that shit. And then bragged about wasting everybody's time with that shit. Hey, yeah, look, have a cheeseburger. No, motherfucker, I can get this shit at home. What are you talking about? This my cheat day meal, nigga. What do you even mean? I bust my ass all year for this perfect record, and this is what you give me in return. Imagine your coach. You have to go look your coach in the face. Your coach comes to you and is like, throw your suit on. We're going to go to the White House. And you like, nah, coach, I don't fuck with that nigga. He's like, it's not a question. It's a goddamn order. Get your fucking suit on. We're going to the White House. And y'all pull up to the White House. He was like, well, at least, I'm finna grub out. Give me a few.
Or it's like, if it's like, okay, we're going to DC, we're going to the White House. You can't go to DC and not go to the White House. You got to go to both.
You got to do, you know what I'm saying?
You don't go at all, or you go to DC, you go to the White House.
Yeah, you go to the White House. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, well, fuck it. At least I'm going to get a free meal out of it. I saw Forrest Gump. Them niggas was having cherry cokes and exquisite lasagna and shit. And you like, hell yeah, I guess I'll eat. And you pull up and you open the door and you walk through and you look on the table.
It's candlelit McDonald's and Wendy's.
Oh my God. They got motherfucking sauces in the Lincoln gravy bowl and shit. And you just gotta
just
you taking in all this history as you walk in. Oh my God, this is where this is where Thomas Jefferson signed this. Oh my God, this is where Barack Obama stood. Oh my God, it's Bill Clinton's office. I wonder if that's the same chair you got a blowjob in. Oh my God. I'm glad Hillary's not here. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm glad Hillary not here.
Bernie should have won. Oh my God. Is this where they commit all the atrocities in the world? And then you get to the fucking room where the food is, and you're like, oh, it smells great. And you open it up. Is that McDonald's?
It probably doesn't even smell great.
And you see gray containers on the fucking table, and you just like,
it probably doesn't smell great. That's the thing.
It's like, I'm not gonna shit for a week. And it's like,
for real, you're not.
What do you say as a coach? As a coach, and you got to turn your. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
You gotta buy everybody. You gotta buy everybody carry out,
bro. That's it. Like,
you gotta buy. You gotta buy the whole team carry out.
We hitting up the best chicken joint in DC on the South Side. Not where they still sell crack at. Nigga, we not coming around these white people no more. We not being on Capitol Hill. We finna go to where they sell krills at. And I'm finna get me a number 2 with 2 extra pieces of chicken and some fries.
You have
mumbo sauce.
You gotta tweet Wale. Yeah,
hey,
you gotta just tweet Wale. Like,
hey, well, where the best chicken spot at?
That's all you can do is tweet Wale. Be like, hey, bro, this is what they got up here. Just let me know where the local joint.
You know what I'm saying? And I gotta give me a bubble coat. I gotta give me one of them with some Helix jacket shits, whatever they call them shits that them niggas love. And you gotta buy me a pair of Nike boots. I don't know if DC niggas still wear Nike boots.
I'm pretty sure they do because it's cold there. I think they just don't say anything about it.
Nike boots look terrible, dog. I'd rather just wear Timbs. Nike boots look just uncomfortable. I don't want no boot I can run track into, nigga. No, it's not what I want.
No, that's exactly what you want. And you gotta take off running. You need the proper footwear. You can't only be street agile in the summer. You need to be street agile year round. The hell?
My God.
I was thinking about celebrity trademarks. So Matthew McConaughey has all right.
He has that trademark?
That's his trademark. He does that in like everything now. That's his thing.
No, he just does it because niggas love him for it.
Yeah, but that's his trademark. That's his thing. All right.
What movie is that from?
Dazed and Confused.
Okay. Well, I don't think most people know where that's from.
Don't you ever question me about the nonsense I put on this fucking podcast. Okay? All of these nonsense is well thought out. So Owen Wilson has
He's really trademarks. You just associate these things with
I mean, they're not literal trademarks.
I'm about to say.
That's like their thing.
Actually, I honestly believe that someone probably might have it.
But that's like their thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure every Owen Wilson movie I've watched, he said wow in at some point.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow. And then Schoolboy Q has yacht. That's all I got.
That's definitely probably trademark. I never forget. I found a beanie that said yacht on it.
Well, that's because people are high beats, so they'll just put anything on anything.
I wanted it. I could never find it again.
And sell it at you for like $40 and shit.
It was cool. It was gray with like red letters and shit.
You could probably go to Liz and have that homemade tomorrow.
I probably can. I forgot Liz still exists.
Yeah, they're in mall.
I ain't had a hat. Remember the era get your hat fucking some stupid shit on your hat?
I never got a hat engraved.
I did. I have multiple hats engraved. I forgot what I put on the shit, like Big Tab, Big Teeth. This shit was so fucking stupid.
I never got a hat engraved.
Oh, they were. Niggas weren't wearing strapbacks. They was wearing fucking fitted caps. Fitted caps looked awful on everybody.
It's only if you had like an eye-shaped head and you couldn't get your exact size. Like, I couldn't get an exact size. It had to either be like slightly too big or slightly too small. I couldn't. But then like
7 3/4, nigga. What? You can't just sit there and try on different hats.
I had to be like 7 4/7, but they didn't make them.
They didn't make 7.
And then somehow I lost all the fitteds I had.
I just threw them away.
I have no idea what I had. Like 6. I have no idea where they are now.
I just threw them away.
No idea.
Remember niggas used to come with Young Money on their hats and shit. YM, Mash Mode, fucking.
You know, it's funny. My homeboy had like a bunch of them engraved, and then he was like, "You know what? I'm off these now." He just threw them all away. It's like you spent all that money on a bunch of matching hats and shit, and now you just no longer have hats. You just started over.
If you niggas still wearing the fitted cap in 2018, he probably still sell dope.
I mean, but I mean, his head is perfectly round, so it's not like his like looked weird. Like his looked fine on him.
No, fitted caps look terrible on everybody, dog. They just look awkward to me. Maybe because I'm a lot older. But once snapbacks hit the scene, I was getting snapbacks. And then once I found out you can do strapbacks, I was like, oh, I'm gonna give me a strapback.
I didn't buy a hat until last year.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't bought a new one in a long time either.
I just bought 2 Astros caps. I bought one when they won. No, I bought it when they got to the World Series, and then I bought another one just randomly at a academy. Oh, I bought one before I went on vacation so I could have a second one.
I think I caught one at Academy. It was a classic white Astros hat. I don't run that shit.
I got a Nike one.
Yeah.
I had a Rockets championship one, but that hoe was so old. It's been put through the ringer.
Shit, nigga, I got a Spurs championship one.
Nigga,
I don't even know why. I don't know whose it is, but it's a Spurs championship hat in my
probably
house right
your
now.
brother's.
I think it was my dad's.
It's probably
It's
your
old.
brother's.
Nah, it's old.
Yeah, it's probably your brother's. I mean, flavors. Ooh, mango, pineapple. I might get that. I'm looking at RX bars for my snacks. Is it possible to mispronounce your own name?
I did the other day. It wasn't necessarily I mispronounced it.
Isn't it your choice how you pronounce your name? Versus your parents
no, because I gave you your name.
But I mean, it's your name, so it's what people will call you.
But someone gave it to you. Yeah,
the letters, but it's like, what if you decide, you know what, I'm not feeling that no more, we're gonna pronounce it different. That's the thing about like ethnic. That's the thing about like ethnic and language names. It's like, oh yeah, your name's this because it's part of a language, but then it's like, what if you don't want to say it like that anymore?
Your name is Abry. Aubrey. No, it's Aubrey. No, it's Abry.
Like, what if you don't want it to? What if you just don't like, or like when when people have names that are like cultural and like nobody can pronounce it, they're just like, okay, whatever. Just
if you say it like that, then.
But it's like,
if it's just a regular ass American name, it's hard.
It's like, can you choose if it's like, okay, is Saeed, but everybody says Saheed, so you're just like, okay, I'm Saheed now.
I mean, but that's not even just so much some people just pronounce your name. It's just tired of getting people fucking trying to correct niggas all the time. So it's just like, whatever. Some stuff is not even just pronouncing it wrong. Some stuff is just the way we look at letters and how we see them pronounced and shit. So it might be Saheed. It's just the way I pronounce the A or whatever. It's Sahide or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people pronounce the A like A, or some people like ah. You know what I'm saying? Like, in certain countries, you know, you pronounce letters and shit differently. What's like E in this in America, it might not be E in another country.
I don't know. I just wonder if if it's possible to mispronounce your own name.
No, it's your name, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can say it how you want.
You can, but like, I mean, but it's hard. Like, cause you can say, be like, all right, how you gonna change the A in your name? There's no way.
You can just be like, okay, this.
Or just not say it.
You can just be like, this T is silent now.
No, then you're just being an asshole.
Like, if I decided the T in my first name is silent now.
Then you're just being an asshole. You know how I feel about silent letters.
Or the L is silent in my name. Like.
So then it just becomes water.
But see, here's the thing. In my experience,
I'd punch you in the face if you told me.
No. A lot of like the Asian people I've met, so like Vietnamese and Chinese, if their native language is their first language, English is their second language, they often don't pronounce the L in my name. So sometimes it just sounds like they say water.
I think it's just because they can't pronounce the L,
or they just don't.
I just can't. Some people just can't pronounce it.
So it's like, what if I was just, you know what? Now I'm just gonna turn to me being a dickhead. We're just gonna move past it.
You're a dickhead. You talking about if I just make the L silent, I'll punch you in the face. If I went to go say your name, Walter, and you say, nah, it's water. What? Am I saying this wrong? That's an L, right? Yeah, LWA, right? L, right? Like, yeah, right, but the L is silent.
The L is silent.
I straight hit you. I wouldn't even hesitate. I just throw the hardest jab I could, bro.
That's what all the topics I write down. It slowly descends into me being an asshole.
What if I just didn't pronounce the L in my name?
And none of the L's in my name.
Yeah, you motherfucker. Like, really, you just not answer. Somebody's calling your name. You just answer.
Just ignored it.
You finally look up. It's like, sorry, that's not how you say my name. Oh, I'm sorry. How you say it? It's water. That's an L, right? That's an L, right? You put an L right there, right? Yeah. So it's WALT, right? It's no. The L is silent. This motherfucker.
So annoying.
And that's how a government official lost his job. And the nurses just tearing the office up, trying to get to you and shit, because you fucking talk about the L in your name is silent.
Like, silent, shorty.
Hey,
I'm gonna do that next. I'm just gonna do that next time somebody like reads my name to me and just see what they do.
I'm telling you, they gonna hit you. I promise you.
See what they do.
I promise you, they gonna hit you. I really feel like if you told somebody the L in your name is silent, they're definitely gonna hit you, dog.
Be like, nah, I'm Creole. It's silent.
Put an accent on it. Like Beyonce or some shit.
Hey, so here's a question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
I agree. Some people say no, it's a hot dog. Here's their rationale is that if you take away the bun, you still have the hot dog. No, that's a wiener.
That's a wiener, yeah.
Just like
just pause.
No, ain't no pause. I'm a grown man. Just like a burger.
That's a wiener.
No, just like a burger. The burger is the meat.
The patty is the burger patty is the thing, but
it's a burger patty because you can have hamburger.
Yeah, meat patty.
No, you can have hamburger. Well, burger meat and put it in a fucking stew.
True.
But that's not a burger. That's not a burger soup. That's a stew.
All a burger is just ground beef that's been cooked together.
It's just ground meat.
Yeah.
Because you can have a turkey burger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to say, you can really fucking ground any meat that you want.
Yeah, anything can be ground.
Yeah.
You just put it through a machine and you get whatever that shit is.
That's interesting and terrible at the same time.
Nope, it makes absolute sense.
Just fucking ground hamster. Hamster. I'm sorry.
This nigga said ground hamster. You are out of line. You are out of line. This nigga said ground fucking hamster.
Ground guinea pig.
Peanut butter's a berry. This nigga said ground hamster. You lost your goddamn mind.
Oh man. Oh man.
I don't know how you
ground hamster.
Jesus. Here's the thing, why does Hollywood always want live action versions of like anime, but it's always like the most unrealistic one? Why do they always want that? Why is there a live action Full Metal Alchemist? Who is clamoring for that shit?
Better question. Why is the CGI not caught up to the fucking...
Because they don't have the Michael Bay budget.
Oh, I forget about you. Got to actually have budgets and pay for shit. But them niggas do the shit.
Nah. But see, if you can't have freaking James Cameron level of CGI for like a Japanese film that's not gonna make it back up and shit.
Oh, you right.
So they're not gonna have top level CGI. They're gonna have shitty CGI.
Yeah. Shitty CGI would really kill a movie.
Or barely passable CGI.
Shitty CGI would really kill a movie.
It's tough sometimes. Like if you like The Matrix Reloaded, when Neo fights all the Smiths and it goes from like a 4 or 8 Smiths to it's like 40, and it just goes from like, okay, just a CGI for like him flying it through a park bench, but then it's like, okay, now it's 100% CGI.
Yeah,
that shit doesn't hold up. It looked bad. It looked bad by like the next year, and I was like, okay, I love the scene because of what's happening, not because of the CGI. Like that doesn't hold up. But then
the Aquaman movie, ugh.
I refuse to watch it. I just don't care.
Yuck. Niggas is gassing at her. I'm like, okay, Jason Momoa's cool, but like, I ain't trying to see this shit.
The thing is, it's taking too long.
I saw it though.
To me, it's taking too long to get to that movie. I just don't care anymore. It's taking like 4 years to get to the Aquaman movie. I don't care.
You've already ruined the Justice League. I don't care no more.
But like, what? But like, if you watch like Iron Man or like a Marvel movie, that's a shitload of CGI. But then you just accept that you kind of just don't even bother to acknowledge that it's CGI. No. Like when I watch it, I just don't acknowledge that it's CGI.
Yeah. I don't acknowledge it either.
It's only like sometimes like, okay, that looks a little stiff. That looks like in Black Panther, there's a couple parts where he just looked a little stiff.
The final fight scene.
Yeah, some of those parts were stiff.
Yeah, the rhinos.
The rhinos, I didn't really care.
Do you think Black Panther should win an Oscar?
Yes. Well,
wait. We
haven't gotten to our Oscars hating yet.
Okay.
We'll save that for
next episode.
Yeah, because we gotta watch all the movies. So next week we're gonna hate on the Oscars and we're gonna hate on all the movie categories. Who has the greatest scowl?
Ice Cube. The question.
It's funny that you said that because the only reason I even asked that is because I watched Friday.
Yeah, Ice Cube has a greatest scowl in the world, dog.
Well, I'm just gonna get past that.
Ice Cube, maybe.
Bruce Lee had a great scowl.
Not better than Ice Cube's. Ice Cube's generally will inflict fear in you. Like Ice Cube's is definitely like, oh, my dad might hit me scowl. My dad has never hit me before, but he might hit me now.
Maybe your dad. My dad doesn't hit me. He just leaves shit all over the house.
Just to piss you off.
My dad doesn't hit anybody. He just leaves his shit all over the house. No physical violence. I didn't grow up my dad. You just may not be able to use that part of the table for the rest of the year.
Oh man. So I was listening to this terrible rap song. I don't know why I was listening to the shit. It popped up on my Instagram feed, And the girl says so many cliche lines, and it really got me thinking. Rappers use these same go-to ass lines, bro, and I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear "Ride the Beat Like a Bike" no more. You could probably go through 100 songs right now, and I guarantee you, "Ride the Beat Like a Bike" will be in at least 50 of them.
Or the music you listen to.
Just period. Strapped up like a dyke. Tired of hearing that one. Blank hit me like a hit like Mike, or chain hit like Mike. Speakers hit like Mike.
Yeah, hit like Mike is way.
That's so corny. I couldn't think of any more after that. But "Ride the Beat Like a Bike," that one's really gotta go. y'all can't keep falling back on that one when you can't think of nothing else. That's a good sign of bad fucking artists when you when you gotta pull that one out of your cap.
Because you keep listening to the low quality music.
The beats get me. That's what really get me. I don't hear the lyrics, but the beat.
Because you keep getting got, my nigga. Yeah. I don't get got.
Did you listen to J. Cole's new song?
Only once.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I'm just not into music anymore. Like, I don't listen to that
I'm
much.
trying to get back into it
I
now.
listen to like almost all podcasts.
See, I was like that last year, but I said I didn't want to do that no more. I want to get back into music, so I try to listen to an album a day.
I want to, but then I get home and just forget about doing it, and like
it's hard to listen to music at your house,
and then like trying to find new stuff. Like I get home and forget to do it.
There's no more just going home and listening to an album. Them days is gone.
For me, it's because one, I've discovered podcasts. Hey. And I just want to listen to like all the different ones I listen to, and then two is that I don't have like a setting to do it anymore. Like I listened to a lot of music in school because I was walking up and down campus and sitting up studying, and you don't really want to. I wasn't listening to podcasts then except for like Bill Simmons and Zach Lowe. That was like the only two, and then like I would listen to First Take just to kill time. But then it's like I can't like listen to a person talk while trying to study. That's not the subject. Was kind of tough. But like even like the Bill and Jay. Well, I guess I could, because I used to watch like the Bill and Jalen's NBA preview where they did every single team, but they did like 12 at a time in one sitting and shit. So it's like by like team 8. They're just like tired and sweaty and shit.
You won't do this shit no more.
But like I went through those, so probably wasn't that bad. But it's like I just listened to music, and then I started listening to like just straight like piano melodies and shit.
I can't listen to nothing when I'm studying. I lose my train of thought easily. Like I'll be thinking about something, or like the music. Music is hard because it for whatever reason I can't. Like people can have a conversation, listen to music. I can't do that. I can't play the game, listen to music, because I can't focus on the game because the music's in my head. So when I'm doing something, if I'm listening to music, I have to be, you know what I'm saying, like doing some mundane shit where I don't have to focus on anything else. But if I have to focus on two things at a time and listen to music, it's like, nah, I can't do it. Like if I'm washing my car or some shit, I can listen to music. If I'm shopping, I can listen to music.
I just don't be feeling like doing it. I don't know why. I'm kind of tired of all the stuff that's on my shit.
And plus, a lot of shit's not that good.
And then I lost a lot too. I lost a lot of music.
I still a bunch of my hard drive still.
All my stuff keep having to be wiped and shit.
Oh, corrupted.
Especially my old computer.
We need to get us
like my hard drive had got corrupted, so I was like, well, all that shit is gone.
You gotta have like 2 and 3 backups. I still have my very first DJ external hard drive with like music from 2009 on it. I still haven't got it. It still works perfectly. Had some of my first photos I've ever taken, which were terrible, by the way. All that shit.
Oh, that shit too.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Matter of fact, all my pictures from like summer 2016 are gone. Oh, like they were all on my hard drive, and all them hoes is gone when they corrupted. They should be losing shit. Hard drives are a dangerous thing.
Yeah, especially now the old ones. If you got a solid state drive, you might as well throw that shit away. If you ain't got a solid state drive, I need to get me one. But I got like 1 million of them. I need to wipe some. I have a bunch of them I can make externals with old laptop fucking hard drives and shit. But I digress. Anything else?
So I made a Google Doc for people to be able to anonymously send us comments, questions, concerns, whatever. So this episode is going to be give us feedback. We need feedback for the podcast. We can't grow or change or improve if we don't get feedback.
If you're listening to this, if you are a dedicated listener, bitch, give us feedback.
Or even if this is the first episode, we need feedback. If you got any random thing you want us to bother about, send us that. You can DM us on Instagram. You can DM us on Twitter. You can answer the Google Doc, the Google link, and you don't even have to put your name in it. You can just say whatever. You can give us a rating and a review on iTunes. Just all of that. Just reach out to us, please. Please. And that's it. And also, I started a GoFundMe for your gaming PC.
Nobody's gonna donate to this shit. So
I mean, if you wait long enough.
If you wait long enough, no one's still gonna donate to that shit.
Nah, we just got to get you a new picture. We gotta have you looking sad.
I'm not gonna participate in that. So you might as well stop.
You don't have a goddamn choice.
I have a choice, and my choice is not to participate in your foolishness, nigga. What do you mean, dog?
I'm about to get a petition against your ass this week too.
Petition?
I'm gonna petition you.
Fuck you.
As soon as I think of what to do, and I remember to do it when I get home,
fuck
I'll have
you.
you petitioned.
Shut up. Fucking do that shit. This nigga here. Is we finished or is we done?
Westbrook is not good.
Who? What do you think is better? Who or Drake? Or as we finish or as we done?
Oh, dog. I forgot to put the Soulja Boy shit. So I listened to the Breakfast Club interview. It was pretty insightful. Honestly, it was actually pretty productive. Like,
as much as you could be with Soulja Boy. That nigga not even productive in his life.
It was still all over the place, but he had some interesting stuff to say. I saw Ozzy Talks Hardware reviewed his consoles. No.
They're terrible. Nigga, wish you did terrible Chinese knockoffs.
He just put his name on the shit.
He didn't even put his name on the shit. He just put his name on the website. The packaging comes bare.
And then you can look the price on his website is like
a couple $100 more than what they actually cost.
The actual thing is only like 75% of the price that he's charging, and then it's like got these cheap controllers. It has like GameCube and Genesis and PlayStation games and shit.
Oh my god!
And then people keep asking him how you get the licenses, and he's like, "I got the license." He just never directly answers the question. And they got like this little handheld thing. The volume's terrible. It's like this tiny ass screen, and then you can like look at pictures on it and shit.
Bruh. Just god awful.
I was cool. Like if that hoe was like legit, it had like exclusive. Like if it was like Discord, you know how like Discord and like who else is it? Like different like different computer applications have their own game stores and shit. Like if you don't want to play only Steam games, you can download this other thing and they have like their own exclusive games. I was like, okay, maybe he got some shit like that.
No,
where you can play like exclusive games. It's like it's fucking Super Nintendo.
As soon as they said Soulja Boy had a game console, I was like, this is gonna be a piece of shit with emulators on it. And I was right. It was a piece of shit with emulators fucking on it.
I didn't know. I had high hopes. I was like, that whole guy
high hopes for Soulja Boy.
Even if it's just a bunch of indie games, I was like, if they got a bunch of exclusive indie games, like I might get that house for the fucking video. No, that house.
As soon as they said the nigga was making a console, I said, watch it be a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of Chinese knockoffs.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Hey, you shouldn't have.
I gave him the benefit.
When a nigga shows you who he is, you believe him, bro.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Soulja Boy has never showed me he's anything more than a nigga looking for opportunity, which I can't even knock the hustle. Like, fuck.
That's why I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was trying to see what's going on.
No. No. I had no hopes going into that shit.
hell's not
Soulja Boy got a console out. Oh, it's exactly what I thought it would be. Oh, you can play Mario Kart fucking 1.5 on this shit. No, fuck out of here. Nintendo was like, give me that shit.
I went in with an open mind. Excuse me
You shouldn't have.
for being enlightened.
You shouldn't have. Talking about he don't have his name on the packaging. He doesn't even have his name on the packaging. It's literally
No, it was on the console.
It was on his console.
Yeah.
Really?
But they didn't take their name out of the description of that hoe. It's like
No, not on the website, but on the actual console. It says Soulja Boy console.
I don't think it said Soulja Boy. I think it just had like a logo.
That's probably not his.
No, it's probably his, but it's just that you could get it cheaper through fucking Amazon or their actual website. And it was like if you had like tech what you call it, tech questions or whatever about it, and you tried to go through his page, it just went through like his
redirected.
No, it went to like a personal Facebook Messenger account or some shit. He was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely not expecting the answer on that."
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not. Shit, if you go to the website now, it just redirects to Nintendo. Yeah, but he got shut down for licensing, and then he just went and got a new console.
All right.
I think it would have been so bad if he hasn't been so blatantly like, fuck Nintendo, I'm gonna do what I want. Cause then you just trying them at that point. Yeah. At that point, they can just ruin your life.
You're definitely they've already been tight.
Yeah.
With their shit on YouTube. Like they're not finna just let you sell a whole console with like their library on that hoe.
Yeah, you feel me? I don't give a fuck if it is old ass games, nigga. You ain't finna sell them bitches. And you're not gonna say fuck us in the process. Like they let a lot of shit cook. Cause this is like, oh yeah, no, these niggas is paying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? $50 for some cheap ass shit for some games that cost us maybe $30 to make back in the day. Now it's like, you ain't bro. You not finna sell a fucking console with our games on it for the same price. You definitely not
finna sell some shit with Mario on it.
Yeah, for the same price that we sell our games to niggas for Mario with Mario on it. No, fuck out of it. You out of your fucking mind. And plus, you know, I got the SNES and the NES Classic and shit too. You definitely not finna be.
Yeah, they trying to resell the pose.
Yeah, you definitely not finna be.
That wasn't gonna work.
Arcade. Anyways,
I tried to give him a chance. I was trying to see what it was about.
That's where you failed, giving that nigga a chance.
Nah, it was only like a 10-minute video.
If you like what you hear, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and leave us 5 stars if at all possible. I think we worked hard for your 5 stars today. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Space City Brothers. You can hit us up on Facebook at Space City Bros Podcast, or you can hit us up on Twitter at Space City Bros. We also got our individual, you know, I about to say iTunes. Oh my God. Our individual Twitters and shit like that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Hit us up if you want them hoes. They probably in the bio on the Twitter account and shit. Also, you can hit us up on our email at spacitybros@gmail.com or spacitybrospodcast@gmail.com. If you want to support us more, think about donating to our Patreon, Space City Bros Podcast. Don't donate any money to that stupid ass GoFundMe.
Nah, donate to the GoFundMe.
If you donate shit to the GoFundMe, you will definitely be refunded, and I will block your bitch ass on everything else.
You will not be refunded.
You will be
refunded. Going into the fund.
You will be refunded. I'm gonna block your bitch ass.
Going into the fund.
I'm blocking your bitch ass on all platforms.
Why are you trying to block people that are literally trying to get you a gaming PC?
Fuck them. Fuck you for doing backwards. That shit, nigga. Donate $3,000 for no fucking gaming PC.
It's only $1,000.
Out of your mind. Spend that money on your kids, nigga. The fuck?
They don't have to get a whole thing. They can put $2.
You don't need to put shit on our shit just because Walter's being an asshole. This is all because
that's all the better. What if it worked?
This is all Walter's passive aggressive.
What if it worked?
This is all Walter's passive aggressive pettiness.
No, this is all the way aggressive.
This because me and G haven't fucking attempted to get gaming PC yet. It's frustrating celebrating the shit out of him because he wants to play with us.
It's funny because it's getting on your nerves.
It's getting on my nerves because you actually went and did the shit.
Yeah.
And it was this terrible picture that I took back when I thought I was a fucking photographer. It's like, nigga, you could have just used a fucking. Just,
all I did was Google your name.
And yeah, like, could he? Niggas afraid with me on everything and just goes to fucking Googles my name and finds a picture I hate now and just uses it. What the fuck was I even doing in that picture?
That's the point. It's a terrible pose / facial making.
You're a dickhead.
I will not deny that.
Whatever. We out of here. Peace.
I would not deny that at all.
Look how I run it up. Look how I run it up. Look how I'm coming up. I wish you was one of us. See how that money come? Paper cut fingers from counting that money up. Praying emojis. The blessings keep coming. I know I can't have enough. Never on E. Took off on haters. There's no need to gas me up. I'm patting my lead. I'm too far ahead and there's no way you catching up.